Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Streamlight Rail Mount HLX, but more importantly, we're going to be looking at these counterfeit lights that are now selling on Amazon, and we're going to compare them side by side to the real thing so I can show you guys the differences so you can be sure you get the real thing and not a cheap knockoff. So I have several of the Rail Mount HLX models and a lot of other Streamlight products for that matter. I'm carrying a macro stream right now in my pocket, and I have a TLR 7A on my carry gun right now. And I have always been really happy with Streamlight products. I've had little to really no problems with any of their lights. Recently I was looking to pick up a couple more of these rail mounts, and so I got online and I ordered 2 of them off of Amazon. And when I got those in, everything seemed normal until I opened them up out of the package and started to mount them. One of them worked absolutely perfect, and the other one was just all over the place. It would come on in different modes every single time. It would just randomly go to low and strobe, and there was definitely something wrong with it. So I contacted Streamlight, and they asked me to send the light in so they could check it out. And a few days later, they gave me a call and told me that the light that I had sent them was actually a counterfeit. So they told me a few different ways that I could detect which ones are counterfeit and which ones aren't. And sure enough, I checked out the other one that I had just bought, and it was a counterfeit as well. So obviously that's pretty crappy that somebody is making a counterfeit of these. It honestly kind of makes me mad because a weapon light is such an important thing that, you know, when you think you're buying a good quality product like a Streamlight, and in reality you're buying a cheap knockoff that's probably not going to work, I think that's pretty crappy. A weapon light is such an important tool on a defensive firearm of any kind, whether that's a shotgun, rifle, pistol, whatever. It really makes me mad that companies would try to rip that off. Now I know there's other companies that make clones of things like Surefire, but usually those clones, you know you're buying a clone when you buy it. So if you see a Surefire on eBay for 40 bucks, you know that's a clone. But in the case of these Streamlights, they were literally priced exactly the same as a normal Streamlight. So I had no idea that I was purchasing a fraudulent item. The good news is, after talking with Streamlight, they told me to send in the 2 fake lights that I had, and they would replace them, no questions asked. So I thought that was really good of them. It's not really their fault that I bought a knockoff by accident, but they were willing to make it right just so I would get the product in hand. I also asked Streamlight if they were having any problems with counterfeits of the Rail Mount 1 or Rail Mount 2, because I do have quite a few of these models, and they assured me that they were not having problems with that one. All of the counterfeits were exclusive to the HLX Rail Mount, which is the 1000 lumen model. So the next thing we're going to do is come in here on the tabletop, and I'm going to show you the differences between the fake and the real thing. So the first difference that we're going to look at between the authentic model and then the knockoff is going to be the pressure pad. So if you're familiar with any of the rail mounts, they all come with a pressure pad, and they also do come with an end cap like you see here. And here is the difference. If you flip your pressure pad over, you'll notice that this one has a number, kind of like a serialized portion, and this one does not. The one that has the serialized portion is the authentic model. So when it comes to your pressure pads, that's one way that you can tell if you've got the real deal or if you've got one of the counterfeits. Another dead giveaway is going to be in your serial number. If you have 086573 for the first 6 digits, I'm sorry to inform you, but you have the counterfeit. That is a dead giveaway that Streamlight told me. So if you have that in your serial number, you definitely have a fake. Also, I wanted to mention that the way this thing came packaged, it came with all of the normal hardware, including the mounts for the pressure pad. It came with the tail cap. It came with a Streamlight sticker. It was packaged exactly like the real thing. As I mentioned, I have several Streamlight products. I have quite a few, honestly. And I did not pick up on it in the least that this thing was a counterfeit. So don't be fooled if you see the package. If you order one of these, the package is not a giveaway, and it will not tell you that it's fake because it definitely looked real. Now normally these lights come with a clamp-on Picatinny mount. As you can see, I have this one removed, and there's a reason for that. I generally run the Arisaka mounts. Now this is a Keymod 45 degree Arisaka. I also have like the light bars, and I have the inline mounts as well. And what I found is on the counterfeit model, this mount will work and it will screw in, but you'll notice the screws that come with this Arisaka mount are very tight screwing into this light. And from what I understand, it's because the screw threads and these threads just simply are not exactly the same. So it will work, because I did try it and the screws would go in, but it just simply is tight fitting and it doesn't feel exactly right. Compared to a authentic Streamlight, which I have others, when you put these screws in, they just go in nice and smooth until they bottom out and they tighten up. Another way you can tell is on the tail cap here. Now mine has the correct tail cap, believe it or not, so this was not a giveaway on my model. But if it does not have the Streamlight logo and it just has checkering cut into the cap for a little bit of texture, the checkered model would be the Counterfeit and the model with the Streamlight logo would be authentic. But that is not always going to be a giveaway, because in my case it has the Streamlight logo, yet this is still a Counterfeit. So the next thing that is a giveaway is the one that I found the most interesting. So if you have Streamlights, you know they always come with batteries, and they even come with their own Streamlight branded 123 batteries. Of course, you can use any others, Energizer or whoever, but they do come with their own. So that's the batteries that came with the Counterfeit. Now this is a authentic Streamlight HLX. So let me get these batteries out real quick. And I'll show you the difference. So here's the battery out of the authentic, and here is the Counterfeit. And here's the difference. On the left-hand battery, I hope you can see that. If you can see that tiny little green ring, that is on the negative end of the battery. And you notice how this one does not. This would represent the battery that comes with the authentic Streamlight, and the one without the ring would represent the battery that comes with the Counterfeit. So I hope that shows up, and I hope you can see that, but that is another giveaway. If you've got the battery that does not have that green little spacer ring, you've got a fake. So I just wanted to show these two lights side by side. This one's mounted up, and I just simply don't want to pull it off, so you have to take my word for it. But just looking at it here, I think you can at least get a pretty good idea at how well this Counterfeit model matches the real deal. I mean, there is just simply barely any differences when you look at them. So just a quick recap. If you've got the 086573 and the first 6 numbers of your serial number, you have a Counterfeit. If you do not have the green ring that is on the inside of the negative portion of your battery, you also have a Counterfeit. If you've put a Arasaka mount or some of the other aftermarket mounts on, and you notice that it did not screw in nice and smooth, then it was really tight, there's a good chance that you have a Counterfeit. If the button does not have the Streamlight logo, and also if the bottom of your pressure pad is not serialized, all of those are indications that unfortunately you have a Counterfeit item. Well, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and found the information helpful. If you're looking to pick up one of these rail mount HLXs, just be careful. I know I will not personally be buying anymore from Amazon or eBay. I know there's some honest sellers out there, but it's just really hard to tell one from the other with these Counterfeit models getting so good. Thanks for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you have anything you want to contact me directly for, Instagram is the best place to do so. Also, if you're not following me over there, I would appreciate that as well. As always, thanks for watching. See y'all next time.